president because this country is being ripped apart by politics and partisan games while our biggest problems go unsolved. Now today, I'm ending my campaign for president.
Well, it's official. That came out about an hour ago. Former Governor John Hickenlooper dropped his presidential campaign. I'm Alan Janae. Good to have you with us. John Hickenlooper announced his run for the Democratic presidential nomination just a little bit more than 6 months ago, but he's really failed to make any real traction, polling near zero. Today, he released a positive take on the race while also addressing his future.
I will never stop believing that America can only move forward when we work together. Don't tell me that we can't figure out how to lower prescription drug costs or tackle climate change. Don't tell me we have to accept the number of gun deaths or the reduced job prospects of far too many Americans. I know that when people work hard enough to get past their differences, you can make amazing progress. People want to know what comes next for me. I've heard from so many Coloradans who want me to run for the United States Senate. They remind me how much is at stake for our country and our state. I intend to give that some serious thought.
Political specialist Sean Boyd broke the news yesterday evening that he would step out today. She's with us right now. That certainly looks like a political campaign speech right there, doesn't it?
I don't think he would have even brought up the possibility of running for Senate if he didn't plan to run. A recent poll, showed him with a large lead over all of the other Democratic candidates in the field should he get into this race. And there is, as he said, a lot of pressure on him to run right now. His supporters have even taken out a website, drafthick.com, and bought the URL for a Senate bid. They feel like he's the best candidate to take out Republican Cory Gardner. And as you know, that is a seat that Democrats will need to win if they want to take control of the Senate.
Well, Cory Gardner is weak in a non-Trump state, right? And so there are more than a dozen Democrats who want that nomination. It's already very crowded.
Right. And I think it will remain crowded. I think some people are going to drop out with Hickenlooper getting into the race, but he's not going to come in and clear the field at this point. Mike Johnston, who has raised the most money so far of all the candidates, put out a press release right after Hickenlooper's video was released saying he respects him, they're friends, but he feels like he's the best candidate to aggressively take on Cory Gardner and win.
Well, he certainly has the
It'll
greatest
be a
name
tough primary,
right?
Right. He doesn't. That's true. But I think, Hickenlooper's never had a tough primary before, and this will be a tough primary, I think. I don't think that the other candidates, everybody's just going to bail if he gets in.
Interesting.
I may be wrong.
But there's going to be some pressure from Washington insiders, too, that could impact us here in Colorado.
There already is, and I do not think that helps Hickenlooper with Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer publicly, very vocally saying that he wants to see Hickenlooper as the nominee in this race. He feels like he would be the strongest candidate. And I think that you're going to have some Coloradans who are going to say, I don't like, a New Yorker telling me who the Democratic nominee for Senate should be.
Right.
So I think that could play against him at this point.
Okay. Sean, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good job there getting word of that last night. Of course, Colorado Senator Michael Bennet remains in the race for the Democratic nomination. He was campaigning at the Iowa State Fair this weekend. Bennet told Face the Nation's Margaret Brennan that he believes people are tired of a president who is dividing us. Now, you can stay up to date on both the presidential primary and the Senate primary race in the politics section at cbsdenver.com.